Honorable Men Discord. Let's talk Micca and Anton Daniels. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So, who is Micca? Let's start with that first. Micca is the young lady that's in my thumbnail, and to the side of her is Anton Daniels. If you don't know who neither one of them are, then you probably don't frequent YouTube often. Well, let me not say if you don't know who she is, because I wouldn't expect anyone to know who she is, because Anton Daniels is more of the well-known person from YouTube. She is an up-and-coming YouTuber. She has her own podcast called the Red Cup Podcast. But the reason why she's trending right now is because of her appearance, or I should say her non-appearance on Corey Holcomb's podcast, in which she was a guest of Anton Daniels, or she accompanied Anton Daniels, and she wasn't able to get on the show, but she was still there in the audience. Now, the significance of Micca is because as of late, people have been questioning her relationship or working relationship with Anton Daniels. Now, it's been presented that they do business together. He's helping her. He's like mentoring her. He's helping her grow her channel. She's also said that in the interview that you see queued up over here. I'm only playing a clip. I'm not playing the entire interview. If you want to see that full interview, you're going to have to go to Talk Perspective, check out his page, and I'm sure he probably has the full interview posted. Now, as of this recording, I've noticed that she was interviewed by Talk Perspective as well as Tasha K. Tasha K is another well-known podcaster in that space. And Micca was also, I want to say she was interviewed by Tasha K after she was interviewed by Talk Perspective. I believe that's the order. If I'm incorrect, I apologize. But at the very end of the day, this is really about Micca and what is her relationship to Anton Daniels. If you ask me, I think finding out about their relationship, or whether or not it goes beyond business, at this point, I feel like it's a little dated. I feel like this should have been done immediately a few days after the Corey Holcomb show. But it is what it is. For some reason, they're talking about it now. She's deciding to like go on a interview campaign speaking on or downplaying whatever type of business relationship that she has with Anton Daniels. But let's go into this video, and then we're going to talk about it further.
Here's another very challenging question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had sex? Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me as a sense of what?
Does Anton have you on an NDA?
He does give out NDAs to a lot of people.
What happened between him and Corey Holcomb? Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
Do you think you look better than his wife? Has Anton met your husband?
In person, absolutely.
Now, I'll be honest. When I saw this picture, I was flabbergasted.
Why?
There's no way my wife would be physically touching, leaning on another man in a way that suggests I'm feeling you, I like you. So which point was this?
This is the second time.
Oh goodness, the second time?
I am a conservative. I am a Trump supporter.
What is it that he's done that I and others have benefited from?
Donald Trump has a track record of actually doing things for the people.
I think that was a colorful response, but you didn't answer my question.
Answer your actual question.
This is my show, not yours. I'm not answering the question.
Oh, okay.
Everybody has a perspective. What's yours?
All right, let me just go on to the next thing I have queued up. This is Tasha K, and also some clips from the gentleman that I just played. the perspective. So let's get into this.
Came out.
And she didn't mind y'all working together?
No, and to contrary of belief or popular belief, she's there 99.99% of the time.
Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
Do you think you look better than his wife? Has Anton met your husband?
Let me ask you a question. If you were ugly, do you think Anton would have leveraged this platform with you?
I really can't get into what I think Anton would have done, honestly, but I'm not unaware that I'm attractive or that people find me attractive, but what I know to be true is that I'm a very serious person when it comes to work. The whole Corey Holcomb situation, all right? The whole Corey Holcomb incident. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was told that I was going to go on the 5150 show. And I was excited, all right? I was excited about going on the 5150 show. I got to the 5150 studios at about 8 p.m. Pacific time. I met Corey Holcomb. I was introduced to him. He shook my hand. Then about, 5 minutes before the actual show started, I was told, I can't go on the show.
And walk over there with your bodyguard and your nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your You prove my point. I got to do. You're right. Don't bring up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on.
I was flabbergasted.
Why?
There's no way my wife would be physically touching, leaning on another man in a way that suggests I'm feeling you, I like you.
Polite savages. All right, you polite savages. Let's see what the alleged side chick has to say.
Business.
So let's call a thing, if you will. And I want to really drive it home.
You are coming up as Anton's side chick. Now, I do want to put this out here. You are very attractive. You're very articulate. And I wouldn't want you around my husband. I'm just saying.
So I posted a video recently, and a female commented on that video talking about how she was content with being the side piece. The truth is that mindset came from my own hurt, the betrayal that I hadn't healed from. I normalized emotional unavailability because it matched my own.
For a woman who is a MAGA supporter, who is I won't say she's Republican, but she's right-leaning, and being a part of a family structure is important. But Micca does not do that. She doesn't have her husband up there. At least Anton Daniels, he has his wife. Like I said, sometimes a little bit too much with his family, but she has pictures of everything else, but not her husband.
What happened? Did he smack the cheeks? Did he smack the cheeks? That's what he's really asking. Here, everybody, let me tell you what he's asking. He's asking if Anton...
All right, I don't need to watch this whole video because it's pieced all over the place. So let me start here. As far as Anton Daniels is concerned, as far as I'm concerned, as an outsider looking at this, Anton Daniels is in the clear as far as his wife knows who she is. She's met his wife, so there's no mystery there. His wife knows he goes and travels for different content, and his wife also is aware that she goes with him. Pretty much, right? He doesn't hide that. At least I don't believe he hides that. But the fact is, she met his wife. But when the question was asked by this gentleman if Anton has ever met her husband, she said absolutely not. Now, I don't believe I had that in this clip, but if you go to his full interview with her, she said absolutely not, which I thought was kind of strange because she said it as though like Anton was gross or something like that, or if there was an issue with her Anton meeting her husband. For whatever reason, she answered like that. But so again, I think Anton's more in the clear, if anything, because she's not a mystery to Anton's wife. Another thing, Anton has never, from the episodes that I've seen of his, he's never shied away from talking about his wife. There's been times I've seen older interviews or older episodes of Anton, and maybe like his wife was in the background. He may not have showed her face or whatever, but she was there. I've seen plenty of episodes where he spoke about his daughter. So these things were never a mystery. You knew that he had someone. You knew he had a family. And the photos that she took with Anton, He didn't hide those photos. Those photos were public. That first interview that if you saw the Tasha K interview, she spoke about Tasha K was trying to find out how long she had a podcast, how long Micca had a podcast for. And Tasha K dived into the fact that her first episode, Mika's first episode, was with Anton. And Tasha was trying to find out, did you get the channel before meeting Anton or after? And Micca said she had the channel before meeting Anton, but Tasha K was trying to catch her in a lie because Tasha K said, well, then why is Anton the first video on your page? I believe it's her YouTube page, but Anton's video, his interview with Micca, was her first video. So if she had the page prior to meeting Anton, she would have had more material before the video with Anton. But maybe she deleted the other stuff. We don't know. But in any event, the point that I'm making as far as Anton's concerned is Anton wasn't hiding her the way Corey Holcomb made it seem on his show, when he was like, make sure you make it known who the person is that you're with. I'm paraphrasing. When Corey Holcomb went on that rant, Corey Holcomb made it seem as though Anton was going up there and being sneaky, which, from what she said, Anton had told her that she was going to be on the Corey Holcomb show. What I'm going to say about that part is the reason why Anton did not just reach out to Corey Holcomb in advance and just say, hey, I have a young lady who's starting a channel. Would it be okay that we both be on the panel? Anton didn't do it that way because Anton wanted her company out there. And that's clear. You could disagree with me on that, but we could talk about it in the comment section. That part is clear. That's why Anton waited until he got there and tried to in front of her ask Holcomb if it would be okay. Unless Anton is so sure of himself, he just figured, just come along, you'll get on the show. And that's why it came across as Anton was making false promises. But the truth is, Anton wanted her company, however you want to look at it. And that's why he asked Holcomb, in real time, whether or not Micca could be on the panel. And Holcomb denied that. But now, on the flip side with Micca, everything about Micca from these two interviews that I've seen, well, clips of these interviews, I didn't see the full interviews, she seems to be dodging certain things. It's almost like she's insinuating that her husband, he has a government position because she doesn't want to speak on what he does, but she's making it clear that that he's in a high position. I don't think there's anything wrong with her not disclosing what he does because, first of all, this is social media. You're not on prime time television. This is not. I don't even know what's out there. She's not on a news station being interviewed. She's being interviewed by her peers, you can say. All right. Now, her numbers may not be up there, but they're still her peers because they're podcasters. She has a podcast, and so does Tasha K and this gentleman here, which I've never heard of his channel before until this interview. But nevertheless, she's being interviewed by her peers. She does not have to explain exactly what her husband does. Tasha K had asked her age. She didn't want to answer that. I don't see anything wrong with not answering your age. Tasha K asked if she has children. She did not want to answer that. It's all right if she leaves her it's okay if she wants to have privacy in her personal life. I don't see anything wrong with it. I just think the other things that she's doing, I question it. And the other things that I'm talking about is the certain way she's answering things about Anton. It's like almost as if like Anton, she's disgusted by him or she doesn't really want to be aligned with him. But yet, before these opportunities to sit down with someone like Tasha K, who has millions of subscribers, I don't know how many this gentleman has. Before you had this opportunity, all of this is because of Anton at the end of the day. Now, we could talk about the fact that Anton gave her false promises, but nevertheless, Anton put you in the space to be around Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb didn't want you on the show, but he cursed you out on your way out. And because of that, it's given you opportunities now to be in these positions where people are talking about you. People could put a face to the person Holcomb was talking about, because no one outside of those that follow your channel, the Red Cup, no one knew who you were. Now, for the people that follow Anton Daniels' platform, they know who you are, because they've seen the few episodes with you and Anton Daniels. But for the most part, this is an opportunity for Micca to capitalize on, which is why she's doing this. I mean, there's no other reason why she's doing this. She already cleared up her position with Anton on her own podcast. I want to say the week after Corey Holcomb had that outbreak with Anton Daniels. She already cleared that, I want to say, a week after on her own podcast. So this is why I'm saying that some of this seems dated, because, like, why now? Because now we're far removed from Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniels. Now, I'm not saying either one of the men are over this, particularly Corey Holcomb, but as far as wanting to hear her side of the story, I feel like this is a little bit dated, but it's being picked up. I picked it up. So, we're here talking about it. But other than that, again, I don't see anything to raise an eyebrow about from Anton Daniels, because we could speculate whether or not he's flirted with her, whether he's trying to make passes at her. That's, we can do that. But at the end of the day, again, his wife knew about her. His wife knew about her potentially taking quote unquote business trips with him. So it's not like there's a huge story there, unless you find a video of them having personal relations. But as of right now, there's no big story behind that. The only thing that's left is the fact that she's speaking about Anton as though, like, now she used the resources that she could get out of him, and now it's almost like she's basically publicly breaking ties with him. If they hadn't already broken ties already, she's breaking ties with him with the way she's speaking about him, as though, like, like she was grossed by the idea of him meeting her husband. I mean, if this is somebody you're doing business with, why would she answer it the way she answered, by saying absolutely not? I thought that was very strange, and that wasn't the only moment that came across strange in her interview. You'd have to watch the full thing, but this will die out. I mean, listen, I'm not here to bash her. I wish her the best with her podcast. She's clearly making the most of it by her sitting down with Tasha K. Again, Tasha K has over 1 million subscribers. I think that's a good look for her platform. And I'm not sure how many subscribers the gentleman in this blue suit jacket has, but it's just more. It's exactly what she was looking for at the end of the day. She's looking to expand her brand, and so she's getting it. I don't have anything to say about her choices as far as, they've been interrogating her, so to speak, as if she did something completely wrong, other than the fact that she was cursed out by Holcomb on her way out. But she really didn't do anything besides go with Anton Daniels to try to be in front of the camera. So she wasn't hiding, and Anton wasn't hiding her. So I'm not really understanding what the big fuss is. Again, Anton Daniels' wife knows about her. So, if her husband knows about Anton, which I'm not sure if that question came up. It may have came up. The only question I could think of was the question about, did Anton actually meet her husband, which he did not meet her husband, which that is odd on her part, but she has to speak on that as a wife. But I'm just going to close with this. The only takeaway I get from this is that I'm not denying that she may have a husband in a high position. He's clearly, based on her behavior, he's clearly super busy. We could assume he's a high value man. He's super busy, that he's not really caring to pay attention to, her whereabouts. So, per se, he's not screening her. He's not possessive. He's a busy man. Most likely, I'm going to assume he works for the government. He's probably a provider, and he's probably secure in the fact that he wifed up someone that looks like how she looks, and he's good with that. So he's allowing her to do the things that she desires, which is trying to, expand her brand with the Red Cup podcast. And he doesn't seem like he's pressed by all of this, and I feel like everyone else is pressed by the fact of how she's moving. But unless her husband comes out and has something to say, it seems like no one in this really cares. Her husband doesn't care, and Anton Daniels' wife doesn't care, because I don't see Anton Daniels' wife trying to say anything about Anton. I think there's really nothing else to say about this. You know, would I want a wife taking photos like she's taking? Absolutely not. Would I want my wife traveling with Anton Daniels for quote unquote business? I'd have to meet him and feel him out. But the fact that she, as a wife, has not arranged for Anton to meet her husband, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, but that's their relationship. If her husband's fine with it, then what are we talking about it for? But that's all I have on this. What's your thoughts on all of this? As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, on your way out, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, stay honorable.